Yes, you guys do have so much more control over your own mind than you have been taught to believe. Today, I'm going to talk about the power of Marie Kondoing your mind and why it is so important for you to do that if you are serious about creating your next level life. So if you want to find out how to do that, then be sure to keep watching. Welcome back to another video, you guys. I'm so excited to have you here. My name is Jen. I am a life coach and law of attraction teacher, and this is my YouTube channel where I upload 2 new videos for you guys every week, all about the art of creating your best life ever through the magic of mindset and manifestation. So welcome aboard if you're new, and hit that subscribe button if you want to be sure you don't miss out on anything. So today I'm going to talk about how to Marie Kondo your mind. But before I get started, I just want to recap a little bit about who Marie Kondo is in case you don't know. If you don't know, what are you doing, you guys? Come on. Marie Kondo is a Japanese organizer who took the world by storm a few years ago with her amazing book, The Life-Changing Magic of Tidying Up. And this is one of my top favorite books ever. If you don't know, when I originally started The Aligned Life, I was talking all about the art of manifesting through your home and through your space. And a lot of that has to do with, getting rid of old stuff, keeping your current stuff organized, paying respect to the stuff that you do have instead of getting caught up in the consumerist, mindless accumulation and blindness that we all ultimately develop, usually in a North American way of living. So this book is amazing. If you've never read it, I highly suggest that you pick it up. She also has a show on Netflix if you're into watching it that way. But today I want to talk a little bit about the power of Marie Kondoing your mind, because this is something that I never knew. When I was growing up, I was just kind of taught that your personality is your personality, that your thoughts are just your thoughts, that your beliefs are your beliefs, and that is it. And there's not really anything you can do to change these kinds of things. But I have learned during my journey of personal development and discovery in the last several years that we have so much more control than we've been led to believe. And that is really an exciting thing, because that means that if you are living with the results of crappy ways of thinking, and so many of us are, that means you also have the power to go back and identify the stinking thinking and to replace those crappy old thoughts with something that are way more helpful, way more feel good, and things that will actually help you to get to your next level. So how to Marie Kondo your mind. So it's going to be a bit of a big project, I'm not gonna lie, but I don't want to scare you guys. I don't want to tell you that it is not worth it. Even the thoughts, even if you can just clear a few of the biggest mind traps or limiting beliefs, you will do so much good for yourself. So this is ongoing work. You will be surprised the more you learn about yourself, the more this kind of path keeps going, and the more that you'll be able to see what you have been living with, what thoughts you've been living with, and how those thoughts have been impacting your life. So for example, if you go through life, like when I was little, I was told that I was a shy kid, and no one really presented the idea to me that I could do anything about that. These days, I have a YouTube channel. I talk to people via Zoom and Skype all the time. I have a podcast, so I have gotten really comfortable with putting myself out there. But if I held on to this old identity that I picked up when I was a child, that I am shy, that I'm not good at talking, that, I just want to be left alone, then I would not have been able to explore this whole new world of online business and social media and the rest of it, right? And I really like making videos for you guys, and I really like putting myself out there like this. And this is something that even when I started, I was totally afraid to do. It was completely terrifying for me to set up a camera and talk to it. Like, it was so weird. And now I'm just used to it. So, and not that being able to talk to a camera means that I'm not shy anymore. I definitely have moments of shyness, but I just wanted to share that example with you as a very tangible thing, that if I had kept on holding on to this idea that I've had most of my life about who I am and what I'm capable of, I would be limiting myself in my current life about what I can do and what I am capable of now. Just to get it straight, some of these ideas that you've had maybe your whole life. You probably picked up from your parents or your siblings or your friends at school or your teachers, and that's just the way it works. When we're kids, we are just little sponges. We soak up everything around us. So when you start to realize, though, that some of these ideas are damaging, it can be tempting to start to point the finger of blame and be like, well, if my parents hadn't taught me this, or my parents hadn't told me that, then life would be perfect. And I just want to remind you that that's not the case, and that every single one of us has these things. But the cool thing about being an adult is that you now get autonomous control over your own brain. You do not have to let those old patterns limit you anymore. But that doesn't come, you know, from not doing anything. You have to do something about it. You have to go in, acknowledge what's happening in your mind, and then you have to do the work to go in and clear out these things. So I just want to put that down as a caveat. This is not a game, a blame game thing. This is about taking real responsibility for our lives moving forward. Okay, so getting back to the point, how do you Marie Kondo your own mind? Well, all you really need to do to Marie Kondo your own mind is to just start to notice your own thoughts, right? We are going to go through thought by thought and work through what is working for you and what isn't. And that might sound like a lot. And okay, so not every thought, we have thousands and thousands of thoughts every day, but if you notice a belief structure around something, about love, around money, an old expectation, an old story, that is where you really need to go in and look, especially if it's around a category where you are not happy, where you want to change something. Those old stories and excuses and beliefs are the things that are getting in your way. So what would be an old limiting belief that is maybe getting in your way right now? One of my favorite limiting beliefs I always love to point out, because it is so prevalent, is the belief that money is the root of all evil. So let me ask you, like, even as an adult, maybe you're not even thinking this thought consciously much anymore, but this is something maybe your parents said to you all the time, or you saw on TV, or you read in a book, or that your friends told you on the schoolyard, whatever. You had taken this idea in as a child, and it just became part of your background wallpaper in your life, in your brain. So let me ask you now, as an adult who is probably struggling with money, how well do you think the belief of money is the root of all evil, how well do you think that belief is serving you in creating financial independence? So if on the one hand you believe that money is evil and that doesn't do any good, there's going to be part of you, inside of you, no matter what your conscious brain is thinking, there's part of you inside that is thinking money is evil and that we shouldn't be around it, and that we don't want to keep it around, and we don't want to attract more of it. That is how a limiting belief can get in your way, and you might not even notice. You might not even notice because this is just, again, part of the wallpaper of your life. That belief is so ingrained in there that you don't realize what's happening. So your conscious brain is out here struggling and going, I want to manifest money. I want to make more money. I want to do this. I want to do that. And then why can't I get beyond it? You can't get beyond it because you have this old baggage. You have this other belief inside of you that is basically holding you down like an anchor, and it is preventing you from going up to your next level. So that's just one example. And of course, I can't come to each person that watches this video and really dive in with you and examine your beliefs. If you want some personalized help in doing this, of course, come see me about coaching. We can go a really long way in both a 30-day or a 90-day coaching package. We can go a long way with your limiting beliefs. But if you can just identify one belief like this and you can start to work on it, and by working on it, I just mean questioning it and replacing it with something else. So again, to use our example, money is the root of all evil. So now that you're a conscious adult, you can decide for yourself whether or not you think this belief is true. And so to do that, I would challenge you guys to think of what the opposite is. So is money really the root of all evil? Or can money accomplish some good in this world? And I can guarantee you, if you think about it, you can think of some examples where money has accomplished a lot of good in this world. Actually, money is just energy. It's a tool that we can all use. So if you put that tool into the hands of the wrong person, that tool can be used for evil, right? But if you put that tool into the hands of the right person, it can be used for good. So it's an amplification of us, just like anything else, right? You have a choice. The person holding it has a choice. Money itself isn't evil. So that is just one example. And I'm coming up with a whole new money course for you guys. If you are interested in expanding your money consciousness and beliefs, I have a brand new class coming out. It's my Old Abundance Activation Workshop. I'm redoing it with videos and I'm super excited about it. So hold tight for that. But if you can just switch this one belief, and this is just one money belief out of a lifetime of maybe very crappy money beliefs, if you could switch that one belief over, you would be this much lighter and be able to go this much higher on the journey to your money goals, right? So you can probably think of, a health belief that is unhelpful that you're holding on to, which is a health belief that is unhelpful is, oh, no matter what I do, I can't lose weight. Is that really true? Another belief that might be harmful is all the good men are taken. Is that really true? There are all kinds of beliefs all day long that you are probably speaking even out loud to your friends that you don't actually want to be true and that definitely aren't serving you. So when you want to look out for a limiting belief, the real question is, the only real question you need to answer is this belief serving me or not? And if this idea is not serving you, if it is not taking you closer to where you want to go, then I suggest it is time for you to Marie Kondo that thought and to think of a new thought and a new belief. You get to choose your beliefs. Beliefs are not things that just happen to you. We unconsciously take them on as children, but as adults, they're very much conscious. You can make them conscious by bringing them to the surface and deciding whether or not they go or stay. And I really suggest throwing away all the ones that don't work for you. So just to recap quickly, it will take some time to go through and Marie Kondo your brain, but as long as you commit to it and commit to changing one thought at a time, you will be able to do this and you can create amazing strides in your life in a pretty short period of time. So thank you guys so much for watching my video today. I really hope that you enjoyed it. If you liked it, please give it a like. And if you want to hear more from me, hit that subscribe button. If you want to keep expanding on this journey, then come on over to my site and download my free Fear Breakthrough Workbook. It is a free guide to busting through any fears that you might have about expanding to your next level. It is super, super useful and I get amazing results with it. So come on over and grab your copy. I'll be back here soon in the next one. So until then, I'm wishing you an amazing week. And as always, just remember, get ready for the miracle. See you guys.